Done a lot of things since the 60s, and her new songs will touch you more than ever. Even cried along to Lesley Gore's string of hit songs. It's My Parties, Judy's Turn to Cry, You Don't Own Me. Lesley is performing those classics along with her new songs at the Rainbow and Stars nightclub here in Rockefeller Center, which is a beautiful room, by the way. Now, everyone in that room, Tuesday night, knew the words to It's My Party.
Isn't that a remarkable
I was going to say,
phenomenon?
that's just got to be fantastic feeling for a singer.
It's wonderful. You know, these songs mean so much to us for some reason. They're like our sound bites from our teenage years. And it's wonderful that people whom I've never met can come up to me and say, this is the first place I heard that song, I was with so-and-so, and it creates quite an instant bond between people.
Several weeks ago, I rented Listen Up, which is Quincy Jones's documentary, and I was stunned when I found out that he did all of your early arrangements, It's My Party, and a string of other things. And then I said, you know, it kind of makes sense because fast forward in your songwriting career, one of the most beautiful tunes I ever heard Patty Austin sing was Love Me by Name on her Live at the Bottom Line album. And so it just sort of came around. Now, that's a wonderful influence to have,
Quincy,
and somebody to help you out.
Actually started me off. He was the very first producer I ever worked with. He helped me find material, took me into a studio, taught me really what to do, showed me what a score looked like. He really was an amazing teacher.
They say that you work whenever and whenever and wherever you want. Now, does the writing of your songs afford you this luxury?
To some degree. I think also being able to, you have a certain amount of work and you realize you can only take so much. For example, I couldn't even think of taking anything else this summer. This, of course, wasn't always true. 10 years ago, it wasn't as good as it is now. But we've been pretty busy the last couple of years, and it just seems to be kind of, my theory is, if you live long enough, you're in greater demand.
Well, you and your brother have been very successful. They won a couple of Oscars for Fame. Does it bother you if a singer messes with your lyrics at all?
Well, not usually. I mean, as a singer, I know sometimes you sometimes go up on a line and you find another way to come at it, or the way something is turned doesn't quite suit the way you sing, so sometimes you take some liberties.
I asked you this for a specific reason.
What did I sing
Your
wrong?
opening song, Never Gonna Give You Up, which is a Barry White tune.
Yes.
There's a lyric which says, you said, never gonna give you up because quitting isn't hip.
Right.
He says, never gonna give you up because quitting just ain't my stick.
Right. I felt that most people wouldn't understand that. Is really what I felt. And so I just sort of changed it at will. Yes, guilty.
Okay.
Definitely guilty.
So in other words, you wanted to make this more universal.
Yeah, I thought so. I actually I remember the first time I heard Barry sing that, and I thought to myself, whoa, what is that? That's a very odd word in a song like that, I thought.
I want to add also that you didn't just sing oldies or classics. You had a couple of new tunes in there, and I wanted to ask if there was any particular new material that you did that night that you are partial to.
I am usually partial to my own songs, but there is a song that I wrote called All One Family with a wonderful collaborator friend of mine here in New York, Gloria Nissenson. And this song got written because I lost several really dear friends to AIDS this year and really sort of didn't know how to handle it. Wrote the song, and I'm happy to say that we've been in touch with God's Love We Deliver, which was an organization that one of my dear friends, Alan Litke, whom we lost this year, felt so strongly about because they're so hands-on and they're such a wonderful group of people. And we've offered them a portion of the profits to this new song, which they're very happy to take, and I'm very happy to be able to do it in Alan and Jimmy Hanson's names.
Well, as luck would have it, our viewers can share that song because we do have a clip of it. We shot it the other night. Steve, want to roll it?
How did all our life turn to tears? Can't we make the dream come true before it disappears? We are one
One of your more enthusiastic ringside friends was Cousin Brucey. How far do you go back with Cousin Brucey? What's the connection there?
Well, my mother's going to kill me for saying this, but probably a little over 30 years. Cousin Bruce, I mean, I grew up with Cousin Brucey. As I sat there doing my homework, I listened to him on the radio, and then when I first had a hit with It's My Party, Cousin Brucey invited me out to Palisades Park, where he would do a show every weekend, and so he was one of the first people that actually put me on a stage and started me off.
All right, Cousin Brucey and Quincy Jones, not bad. We thank you for coming by,
Thank you,
Lesley.
so I
And let me
enjoyed it.
remind our viewers, it's the Rainbow and Stars, and Lesley will be there through July 16th. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Okay, Matt.
All right, Sue, thanks very much. That is Live at 5 this Thursday afternoon. Of course, we thank you for watching. And the news continues now at 6 with Chuck Scarborough.